Right, I believe we are rolling, so that's good to go. Find this link and put it in the chat. Hello Zarlan, Leo, you were here quick. Already got one supporter in for Michael, who of course is in a title battle here with Gamer the Best. Just 7 points behind him at the moment, Michael is, with one race to go. Won the last 2 races of course as well. So he's in form. And 3 in a row will give him the championship on most wins. Well, our over my driver isn't that good anyway, Zardan, so... Still waiting on Gamer to get into the lobby, he's not even here yet. Always doing some last minute sweating by the looks of it. Well, I have my opinion, you have yours, Alan, okay, yeah? Oh, why does my phone have to be so slow and I'm trying to put the link to the chat, or the link in the chat. Hello, Michael. Good luck. Chat needs to load and hurry up. Have one for my sake, please. There will be a... yeah, once Gamer's in, there'll be 9 people. Oh, nope, there's another one. AMS 97 F1. Oh, thank you for putting the stream in the chat, Michael. I didn't realise you'd done that. Two minutes till we're underway. Still waiting on Gamer the Best as well. He's still not here. The championship leader. Waiting till last minute to join in. Gamer will be here, I'd assume. He's only got about 30 seconds to get in, because it's almost half past. Silent what? I hope so, Parkway, I really hope so. Because the last few weeks have been really bad for most leagues, really empty. Yep, Michael's dad is here. Hello. Obviously here to support Michael. So we got more Michael support than Gamer support at the moment. Everybody in the chat, let me know who you think is going to win. I know there's a lot of Michael support, but I don't think everybody who's watching the stream has commented yet. Gamer is now in. So we've only got 11 drivers for today, but it's better than nothing. Everybody should still have point scorers everywhere through the field. I'm going to keep calling you Parkway Drive from now on, Parkway. Unless Ola was taking the piss out of the way I say Parkway. I wish it was beer, Zarlan. It's not. It's just an energy drink, don't worry. Doing a commentary stream drunk might be a good idea for like the final race of ERLF2 or something, just as banter. Still waiting for us to get ready to go. Gamer still hasn't chosen his car. Pretty much the way it seems right now, Gamer. There's not much support for you in here right now. I don't think there's any support for you right now, actually. Everybody loves the underdog, the man who's behind, apparently. Braking assist is allowed in the lobby. Okay then. Juho Finn said he's going to be online in a couple of minutes. Another person late. I'm not going to ready up until Shortbread does, as lobby host. I mean, of course, there isn't only one battle for the championship going on here. There's also a battle for that third place spot behind Gamer and Michael, with Sambam Kid, Timer Azim, Ash Best, Parkway, and kind of Shortbread still in it. But third to sixth, separated by just 13 points going into this race. So the points positions could really make a difference. A high finish for one of those guys could really put them in a good position. Particularly Parkway Drive, I think. Who, with only two non-points finishes, sees himself withering down in sixth. Unexpected for somebody as quick as him. Got Jake in as well. I don't know whether we're waiting for anybody else. Yep, Jake LFC, is he the Formula Performance Champion? I didn't know that. But if he is, then yep, that's good. I've been checking the leagues that I'm not really a part of, apart from this one. Jake must be in as a reserve because he's not down on the standings, unless something different's happened there. It's a good joke, that, Zal, and it will rain. I don't think it's programmed to rain in Abu Dhabi. I'm not sure, though. I'm pretty sure I've seen some people have had rain, but I think they force that. Really would spice things up if it did. But as far as I know, it's impossible. Yeah, good job sending out backup invites, Michael. Thank you for that. I think we're still waiting. Still waiting on one person, I think, at the moment. Yeah, we're still waiting for Duo Finn, I think. You put in the chat he'd be online a couple of minutes ago. Alright, looks like we're ready to go. Duofin has joined, so we got everybody here, 13 drivers. Relatively full field. It's not too bad. At least more than half the grid. Nice loading screens, Codemasters, thank you. More loading screens. I agree with Mike though, Falcon, the game is shit. But he's been in this league and he's battling for a title. I think if he wasn't battling for the title, he wouldn't be driving it. Qualifying underway. Dry, obviously, throughout the weekend. It's Abu Dhabi. It's very, very unlikely to rain. Okay, first guy out on track is Ash Best in the Manor. Currently sat in 4th in the driver's standings, I believe. Coming into this round, in that massive battle for 3rd place. Immediately out on the super soft tyres, the harder of the 2 compounds available in qualifying. Don't think anybody else has followed him out yet. No, he's the only person on track now. Ash Best is 5th, my apologies. 35 points, 12 points off 3rd place. Okay, we can put him in a broadcast camera, it's probably better. Going AI for some reason, I don't know if his assists are wrong or something. I'm not sure what's going on there. I would if he was on track, Zardan, but I can't. He's not on track at the moment. There he is. There's Parkway for you, Zarlin. Disappointingly, Parkway's down in 6th place in the standings. Still in that battle for 3rd, but he is a long, long way behind Sambam Kid, who is the 3rd place holder at the moment. We will keep an eye on Ash Best as he's about to start his flying lap here on the Super Softs. Pole position here I'm expecting to be well into the 1 minute 38. Maybe some of the really quicker guys could break a 1:37 with a perfect lap. But definitely 1:38, low 1:38s are a good benchmark. Using a lot of the curb there on turn 1, Ash Best. Chucking the car into 2 and 3, high speed corners, lifting off quite a bit into 3, maybe a little bit too much into turn 3. First sector time is an 18.3. That looked like a corner cut. I think it was. We'll find out. Yeah, it was. He's cut turn 4. So Ash Best already invalidated on his first run. Mike is out on track as well. Parkway looks like he's going to be the next person to go out and set a lap. Also on the super soft tyres. See if he doesn't make the same mistake that Ash Best made by cutting turn 4. Coming around the final corner now. To start his fast lap on the harder super soft tyres. Very wide apex into turn 1 there. Not using any curb at all, whereas Ash used all of it. Much cleaner through turn 2 and 3 though than Ash Best was. But an 18.6 sector 1, maybe he's running a lower fuel mix maybe? But that sector 1 was 3/10 slower than what Ash managed. Mr. Grumpy's also invalidated his lap, probably through turn 3 by the looks of it. Michelangelo with a 17.9 into sector 1. That's more of the pace I was expecting through sector 1. So he looks like he's going to be on an absolute flyer. Ash Best is going again. Hopefully not making the same mistake he did in his last lap. Oh, loses the back end badly out of turn 2, and that really affects him into 3. That's going to be a poor sector 1 from him. Yeah, 18.7. But it still might be worth him keeping on this lap and getting it on the board, so at least he's got a time. Let's go back to Parkway Drive. He's on a 42.4 middle sector. I reckon definitely on a banker lap, not pushing at full speed. He might charge himself up for a faster lap later on. A nice bit of lag there, thank you. Final 2 corners for Parkway Drive 2010. And he dives into the pits. Not happy with the lap. Maybe just wanted to wear in a set of super softs for the race, perhaps. Michael's in a 41.6 middle sector. Coming into the final sector now, the final 2 corners. Looking to be the benchmark for the super soft times, maybe. Michelangelo 53 around the final corner. 1:39.3, that is a very competitive lap on those super soft tyres. Don't know whether he'll go out and do a run on the ultra soft a little bit later on in the session, but for now that is a very good lap, which puts him fastest. Only person to set a clean lap at the moment, but... Parkway Drive is not qualifying. Thank you for telling me about that. Oh, Ash Best had missed the pit lane. That was close. JKLFC on a lap. 17.9 set to 1. Oh, he looks very close to Michelangelo's time at the moment. Less than a 10th off it at the moment. He needs a good final sector if he wants to beat him, but this is going to be very close. Coming under the hotel. 2 corners to go. It's not looked a bad final sector from Jake at the moment. 2 corners left. Using a good amount of curb there. On the power nice and early out the final corner. It's a 1:39.2, which does put him faster by half a tenth. Great lap from Jake LFC. Half a tenth faster than Michelangelo on those super softs. AMS has also set a lap time of a 140.3, which is 1 second off the pace. Genetics putting in a banker of a 142.8. Greeny on a lap on the Ultra Softs. It'll be interesting to see where his pace stands. First driver to set a lap on the Ultra Softs from what I can see. Unless there's somebody further on their lap. Which there is not. Find him again, there he is. Greeny LFC 123. 41.2. Purple in both the first and the second sectors. This could be into the mid 138s here from Greeny. If he keeps his pace up. Oh, using a lot of curb there. Oh, running very wide in the penultimate corner. That could cost him a 10th, maybe. Good exit from the final corner, though, and does a 138.2. Very good lap. That could be quite a competitive one. That could challenge the pole position today. First lap on Ultra Softs, and it is a very good one from Greeny. You see Timer Azim, he's on a lap as well. Not sure whether, I think this one might just be a banker from Timer Azim. He might be trying to do a flying lap on the Super Softs later on. 17.7 and 41.7. Still on for a low 39. What is that? Greeny can do 37, Zarlan. I was saying 37s have to be very good laps, but they are doable. Timer Azim does a 38.7, which I don't feel like was the most competitive lap time I could have done, so he's probably going to go out again. Oh, Mr. Grumpy's hit the pit wall. I don't know what's happened there. Lucky he didn't end his entire session there. Shortbread out on track on the Super Soft as well. See where his lap times compare with Michael and Jake. Looks like he's a few tenths off. Maybe just setting a banker on these Super Softs as well. Duo Finn's been invalidated on what was looking like his first lap. Yeah, it would have been his first lap of the session. That's what... Oh, Shortbread's pulled off his lap. Clearly not happy with it. And he's going to let the Williams of Parkway drive through so he can just warm up his tyres a little bit further, as he's still not qualifying. He just likes to go out on track, apparently. Sam Bam Kid as well. Still not put in a lap. Shortbread did cross the line on that lap, even though he let somebody through, so it's a 51.8. It's a lap time on the board, nevertheless. Sam Bam Kid will want to go out and post a good lap, because he's in that battle for third, leading that third place battle. As Michael is going out on a set of Ultra Softs. Just starting his flying lap now. Let's see what the championship contender can do. He's got a 138.2 to beat, 17.7 first sector. Michael does a 17.7. Ash Best has just popped in a 139.1 on Ultra Softs. Puts him third at the moment. But this is the lap time we want to watch. We want to watch championship contenders go out on qualifying. I'm not sure whether Gamer's out on track yet. Let's have a look. No, he's not. Gamer's waiting till right at the end to put in one lap. Big lock up there from Michael. And it's going to cost him a little bit of time, I think. Yeah, I thought he would be, Zardan. By the fact that he hasn't come out yet, so he's just going to put in one blinding lap right at the end of the session. He's going to have to make sure it's perfect. A little bit of understeer there coming through from Michael. 41.4 middle sector. He's a couple of tenths off Greeny at the moment. This is going to be a mid 138 by the looks of this. Not been the best lap I've seen Michael do. Crosses the line for a 138.5. Yeah, I thought it would be. Had a very poor middle sector. Lost 2/10 on Greeny in that middle sector. I think that's where all the time was lost. Parkway's out on track again. You're not getting any airtime if I know you're not qualifying. Yeah, I agree. I think Mike might have his brake bias a little bit too far forward. He's locking up a lot, especially into the hairpins, where of course the brakes are required a lot more. Can't see anybody on a fast lap at the moment. I don't know whether AMS is on a fast lap or not. I think he might be. 17.8. He's only half a tenth off, or only a tenth off, sorry. Yeah, Big C, you're probably right there, to be fair. .41.9, losing a lot of time in that middle sector on Greeny.
Okay, the circuit is clear at the moment.
7/10 slower than Greeny. Might struggle to break into the 38s with this lap, AMS. Oh, using way too much track there. I thought that was a corner cut. See where this lap time puts him. I would say it would put him 4th or 5th, maybe. That's if he can get a good final sector, because he lost so much time in that middle sector. Oh, getting well out of shape on the exit. Puts him 5th. Marginally ahead of Jake at the moment, but he's only gone out on super softs. Nobody of no out on a flying lap, I don't think. Oh, Mr. Grumpy's on a lap. There we go. 18 flat first sector, not the best. But he's half a second up on his previous best. Pole for Monday? What are you on about, Zolin? You on about F1? .41.9 middle sector. He's going to improve on his previous best. 39.8 puts him 7th. 1.5 seconds off the pace of Greeny at the moment. Oh, Genetics has lost it coming into the left-right. Still nobody of note from what I can see on a flying lap. Everybody just running off the track from what I can see. Okay, Genetics is on the lap. 18.6 first sector, 42.8 middle sector. This will just about put him 9th. Looking a fair way off the pace at the moment. He improves, yeah, he improves on his previous lap. I think, no he doesn't. 4/10 off his previous best. Shortbread's on a lap, here we go. 17.8 first sector. Already 8/800ths off. Through sector 1. Got a lot of time to make up now, as that first sector is very short. 41.1. Very quick middle sector there from Shortbread. Made up all the time he lost in the first sector. Needs to nail this final sector now. Where is Gamer? Still not on track at the moment, Gamer the best. Still not on track. Leaving it very late. Okay, he's on track now. I will watch him after this lap. Shortbread very wide in the penultimate corner. That's going to completely ruin his lap, and he's abandoned it completely. Trying to see if we can get a look. Where is Gamer the best? I cannot see him on my spectator cameras. Says he's on track. Okay, no it doesn't. He's still in the garage, so I don't think he's going to qualify. He's going to run out of time. What is Gamer the Best doing? In the championship battle, wanting to win the championship, he's going to start from the back. It's especially with Michelangelo just needing to score 7 more points. Michelangelo wins and game is second. Mike wins the championship. Maybe wants to make an impression. Send a message, maybe. He does get the free choice of tyre as well, which means the strategy could play into his hands from the back. 38.1 done by Greeny. He has just improved. Still the fastest guy on track at the moment. Michelangelo on a flying lap, 17.7 first sector. 100th off his previous best. As I'm about to be sent into broadcast camera. Thank you, game. There we go. Very nice looking helmet there, Michael. He's got a different one to what I normally see him wearing. Must be a special one for the occasion. Coming through the final sector. He's improved by a 10th on his previous best. He's going to have to really get the hammer down in this final sector if he stands any chance of getting pole. He does! What a final sector that was from Michelangelo. 138.0, 38.9 final sector. Unbelievable. Nabs pole after the checkered flag is gone. From Greeny LFC, who I thought his lap time was almost unbeatable, but Michael's just proven everybody wrong with that. 138.0. He needs that pole position as well. He's going to be starting at the opposite end of the grid to his championship rival, Game of the Best. On that note, I think I'm going to leave the session. How is it nice bias to Mike, Max, when Gamer wasn't even out on track? The advantage the Game of the Best has, of course, of qualifying last is he gets the strategy that he wants. So he can easily one-stop this race. It'll be a bit more tricky for Michael to one-stop it. Needs a bit more tyre saving. But then Game's going to have to fight through the entire field. Race will start momentarily. It's already started. It's just I've left the session as commentator Human Fish. Yeah, hello David. Don't know who you are, but hello. Waiting for him to start the formation lap now so I can actually get in the session. There we go. I may well need to leave to make this formation lap start. That's fun. Oh no, there we go. Formation lap is underway now. Michelangelo leads them away with his blistering qualifying time just pipping Greeny LFC to the pole position. Greeny's teammate Timer Azim in third, wanting to get that third place in the championship off his Sam Bam kid, who is fourth right behind him. Ash Best fifth in the manor. AMS 97 F1 sixth in his Red Bull. Jake in the house down in seventh. Mr. Grumpy 8th, Genetics in 9th, Shortbread 10th, myself in 11th, we'll ignore that, Parkway Drive 12th, who did not qualify, Juho Finn 13th, also did not set a qualifying lap, and Game of the Best, the championship leader, starting from the back of the grid, maybe trying to make a statement to Michael, and he's just been taken off the formation up, I think, though. Controversy. Michael's speeding away on the formation. That one is to get this race underway as quickly as possible by the looks of it. Enormous gap pulled out to Greeny. Yeah, if I could spectate game, I'd have told you what tyres he's on. I'll have to check the race director. Sambam Kid, Jake, Genetics and Shortbread all in the top 10 starting on the super soft tyres. Interesting. Game of the Best starting on the super softs as well. Juho Finn, the only person starting on the softs. Everybody else, bar myself, is on ultra softs. Zarland and David, can you please speak English so I know what you're talking about? I take that as a no. Ah, okay. Even so, I'd like to keep this this stream English only, if possible. Give me a second, I will be able to do that. Right, here we go then, ready to start the race. I need to get on board with Michael, ASAP. There we go. Lights out and away we go. Looks like Michael got off to a terrible start. Going to be put under pressure by two Ferraris into turn one. Yeah, he is. Wonderful. Side by side coming to turn 2 and 3 now between Michael and Greeny. Greeny keeps the lead. Michael's under pressure as well from Sambam, who's flown himself up into second place. What a launch from Sambam Kid. Into second place. Michael drops from first to third. Not what he wants when he's got a championship to win. Safety car as well. Immediate safety car. Something's happened at the back. Something enormous has happened at the back. Jake, Ash, and AMS, and Mr. Grumpy all behind. Mr. Grumpy without a front wing. So there's been an enormous crash into turn 1 between those four. I don't know what's happened there. My own boy, my own guy. Greeny, there we go. Greeny leads the way after a fantastic start. Getting past Michael onto turn 1, side by side into 2, but then Michael being put under pressure, having to lift off into 3, meant that Sam Bam Kid could capitalise and take second place. So Michael dropping from first to third, Game of the Best. Getting off to a brilliant start from 13th on the grid, is now 7th on his soft tyres. And with the safety car it means he's close, but then it also allows some of the ultra soft starters to pit for fresh tyres. We'll see how many of them stay out when we get to the pit lane. Don't know what's happened through turn 1 with the 4 drivers that have been involved in the incident to bring out this safety car. All I know is that Mr. Grumpy at the back has no front wing. We're in for the long haul here, guys. Already a safety car. Greeny staying out. Sambam staying out. Mike staying out. Timer Azim staying out. I think everybody's staying out by the looks of it. Apart from the guys at the back who have got damage. Yeah, Mr. Grumpy, AMS both into the pits. Ash into the pits as well. And Jake, so all the guys involved in that turn 1 incident, all into the pits, all of them with damage by the looks of it as well. Hopefully they can catch up to the back of the field by the time the safety car is back in. Jake's been held up for a long time here with his front wing change. And he rejoins in last behind all of them. The Haas boys really didn't get their act together on that pit stop. Jake stuck in the pit stop for a good 12-13 seconds and rejoins in solid last. There we go. There's where I want to be with Greeny, the race leader. Now, while this safety car is going around, I'm going to see if I can ask anybody who's watching's opinions on who's going to get pole for the British Grand Prix this weekend, and also who's going to win. I haven't been watching the practice sessions, so I don't really know what's happened from those and who's got the pace. So it'd be good for somebody to enlighten me on that as well. Hamilton pole and he'll win probably, so do the Mercedes have the pace for this weekend then, Zarlan? I mean, Hamilton's always been quite good around Silverstone, but even so. If the Ferraris can get their act together, then they stand every chance as well. If Red Bull can suddenly find some pace as well, who knows? Check if anybody got any warnings in those early laps. I wouldn't assume anybody did, but I'm just going to double check. Oh, my AI's up in 9th, okay then. Actually, as it's a safety car, I might as well retire my car. Good thinking. There we go. That'll stop my AI car going around and causing trouble. What is with that camera? Don't know why I was stuck on nose cam. Broadcast camera, there we go, that's what I want. Anybody else, any opinions on the British Grand Prix this weekend? Who's got the pace? Who's going to get pole? Who's going to win? Because there are 7 people watching. Somebody's got to have some form of input. One more lap of safety car running by the looks of this. We'll get underway next lap. The Greeny LFC leading Sambam Kid from Michelangelo 53. Timer Azim. Parkway Drive in 5th. After qualifying near the back. He's done well to get up there. Shortbread as well. Started quite far back. Game of the best as well. So that pile up in the midfield in turn 1 has really helped those guys that started at the back. I feel in particular Game of the best on the soft tyres who will want to get as high up the field as possible. They'll want to get past the 2 guys in front of him also on super soft tyres in Shortbread and Parkway. How possible it's going to be, I don't know. I mean, it's going to be what he needs to do. Joe Finn in 8th, AMS in 9th, Ash Best down in 10th, Jake 11th, Mr. Grumpy 12th, Genetics 13th, and that is the way the order stands at the moment. Mercs look like they've got the edge going into the weekend again. If anything, as much as I'm not that keen on the Mercs, it'd be good for them to get a good result, because it means that they put more pressure on Vettel and Ferrari. I want the championship battle to be close, you know? I don't want Ferrari to run away with it, I don't want Mercedes to run away with it. I'm not sure. From what I can work out, the Renault power engine seems to be, from what I've heard, was going backwards at the start of the season. It wasn't very good at the start of the season. It's improved now because Red Bull have proved that it's pretty quick. It can keep up with the faster guys. I wouldn't say Renault have been a disappointing team. I'd just say Palmer's been the most disappointing driver. Because Hulkenberg, when he's actually had a good race, he's done very, very well. Like, finished in the points most of the time, apart from DNFs. As Greeny is getting ready to lead the field away. I don't know where everybody else has gone. Greeny's miles ahead. What's happened here? Greeny's got an enormous lead coming into the restart. Sam Bam Kid was maybe too distracted slowing the field down. He was half asleep. Already 5 seconds pretty much the gap between Sam Bam and Greeny. Unbelievable. What's happened there? Greeny's going to be streaming away out front, so I'm going to stick behind the guys behind this to see if anything happens, as Greeny's got an enormous gap. Sam Bam Kid on his super soft tyres, trying to defend from Michelangelo, who's on the ultra soft tyres, as they come into the DRS straight. Michael looking for it. No. Pulls back in. I thought he was going to look for the move there coming into the braking zone. He didn't. He thought better off it. Sticking behind him to get the slipstream down the next straight and maybe get him down the straight. Yep, here he goes. Pulls to the outside. No, pulls back in again. Probably couldn't get enough of a slipstream. Looking to hold it around the outside. Michelangelo. Oh, just squeezed out for room by the back of Sam Bam. And Genetics is out of the race. Something's happened at the back of the field there. I'm going to see if anybody at the back has damage quickly. Don't know why I'm looking at Game of the Best. He's nowhere near all of that battle. Mr. Grumpy, fine. Ash Best seems fine. Joe Finn looks like he was the one involved in that incident. Bit of a shame there. To be honest, I agree with Human Fish. It's still very much a build year. It's the first year of their own, because I know that last year was very much Lotus remains. It's the first year pushing themselves on their own. Next year is going to be the question year for them, I think, rather than this year. Sam Bam Kid's got a bit of a gap now to Michelangelo. I don't know whether he lost time after being squeezed out in the double chicane, but that's allowing Mike to be put under pressure from Timer Azim behind him now. Game of the Best has worked his way up into 5th place, getting past Parkway Drive, Jake LFC, the guys, but he's massively ahead of the guys in front. I don't know what's happened there. Parkway's 6th, already some way behind Game of the Best. I don't know whether they let him through for the championship race or what, but something's gone on there. Parkway under pressure as well coming into this chicane. That's an awful camera angle. Thank you, game. Side by side with Jake coming into the chicane, but Parkway holds it well. See if we get a better camera. There we go this time. Jake's look for it around the outside of the left, right, left. Trying to hold it. Still side by side, both of them. Jake and Parkway. Parkway found... Well, Jake found his way through. Well done. I didn't think he got past at first. But Jake's found his way through. Into 6th place he goes. Great move on Parkway Drive. Can Parkway get revenge? Maybe overtake again. Yeah, it's been a promising start so far. There's been some good battles. It's a bit of a shame that the leader's on his own out front after a very confusing restart. Michael looks like he's getting very close to the back of Sam Bam Kid though. Might wait for the DRS straight after the hairpin. Being patient sitting behind him, doesn't want the dirty air to affect him too much. Both of these guys, Tamer Azim behind him 4th as well. He could maybe get a great leapfrog and bungee both of them if he gets a good slipstream on both of them. Well, at the moment, Game of the Best is 7 points ahead of Michael. So if Michael wins, he wins the championship regardless. But Game of the Best is in the best position. Michael ideally needs to win. Speaking of it, Michael's going to go around the inside of Sambam. And Sam's going to fight back. Late braking into the chicane. Great driving from both of them, side by side still. Michael's going to have DRS again, as it's a double DRS down here. Should allow him to pull away. No, Sambam's got the DRS, sorry, my apologies. And Tamer Azim's getting involved as well. Pushes Michael wide, dives up the inside. Unbelievable. Oh, Sambam Kid having to cut off the track. I think he should give that position. He did have to cut the track to avoid the collision. But I don't know, I think he gained a bit of an advantage there. I don't know whether he'd have to give that position back to Tamer Azim. But that was unbelievable. 3 wide coming into the chicane there. Brilliant driving from the 3 of them. Michelangelo down to 4th now. And as it stands at the moment, Game of the Best would win by 5 points as it stands at the moment. Sam Bam Kid, brilliant, trying to fight back at Michael. Had the DRS, got past him, late braking into the chicane, and held it brilliantly. And then Tamer Azim getting involved. Very good clean racing from all 3 of them. That's why they're near the top of the standings, all of them. That's why they're 3 of the better drivers on this game. Tamer Azim, I thought he was going to look for a move there going into the chicane. He might just wait for the DRS straight again like Michael did. But again, could we have a repeat of last lap? The slipstream battle is on. I think Sambam got a good exit out of the hairpin, so he might be okay. But the DRS is now coming from Tamer Azim and from Michael. Tamer Azim's going to look for it, is he? Yes, he is. Tamer Azim diving up the inside of Sambam Kid. Oh, it's close. Tamer Azim loses the back end of it, and Michael pushes him out as well. Michael up into 3rd, Sambam defending 2nd place brilliantly at the moment. Giving the driver room, but giving him as little room as possible. Michael looking like he's going to go around the outside of the chicane now as well. Oh, Sambam again, just denying him a bit of room. Michael's desperate to get these positions. Sambam does not want to give up this 2nd place on his super soft tyres. While all this is happening, though, it is allowing Greeny to fly away out front. He's now got a 7.5 second lead. Unbelievable driving from these guys. Oh, let's put Gamer in the fight here as well, just behind them in the Mercedes. Gamer the best now in this battle for 2nd. 4-way battle for 2nd place. This is incredible. Michelangelo faking a move again on the inside of turn 1. He did this last time. Really needs to get past because he is on those ultra soft tyres. He's going to need to pit a lot sooner than Sam is. Through the hairpin. Again, the DRS is going to come into effect now. Michael looks like he's got a brilliant X out of the hairpin. He's going to put some massive pressure on Sam. Don't know whether Sam will be able to defend it this time around. Michael's a lot closer than Timer Azim was last lap. Flies up the inside, Michelangelo. Will Sambam try and defend it? I think he thought about braking late, but he's not. Michael's got the move done and into second place. Good move, but Sambam could put him under pressure again coming into the double chicane. DRS wide open from Sambam. Pulls to the outside. Side by side again. Sambam gets the move done. Michael doesn't look like he wants to try and defend it through this chicane. So Sambam back into second. Defending brilliantly, Sambam Kid. Desperately holding on to that second place. Game of the Best has got past Timer Razim as well. Don't know how that's happened, but Game of the Best up into fourth place. Timer Razim drops to fifth on the Ultra Soft as well. This now means that the two championship contenders are next to each other on track. Third and fourth. Michelangelo third. And Michelangelo pits. Maybe going for the undercut here. Early pit stop from Michelangelo, 53. I agree, GFP. Great drive, great defensive driving from Sambam to hold on to that second place. He's got a good gap now to Game of the Best as well, who could be under some pressure from Timer Azim. No, he's got a gap to him as well. Timer Azim could be under pressure from Jake, though, as his very worn Ultra Softs will be starting to slow him down a bit. Parkway's in that battle as well. Michelangelo pits for Super Softs and comes out on track. Rejoins in 10th. Still ahead of Jutto Finn. Shortbread, who's down in 12th. That's a disappointing race for him. I don't know what's happened to him in this race. And he's down in last. No, Silent Ninja, I'm still doing AOR, mate. Don't worry. Looks like this battle for second might have dissipated a little bit. Little gap starting to form between the guys. Have to look at this battle for fourth now as Timer Azim is being put under some immense pressure from Jake. Both Jake on the super soft tyres that are a lot fresher than Timer's ultra softs. Parkway Drive sitting behind as well to maybe capitalise on any incident or any crashes, maybe any mistakes from either of them. I do wish they'd get rid of this camera as well. This camera is terrible. It's hard to know what's going on. Oh, too much curve on the exit there from Timer Azim. Lost the back end a little bit. You're thinking a week in advance here, Silent Ninja. It's Italy this week. I'm not looking forward to Singapore. Street tracks and no assists for me equals dead. Oh, Game of the Best looks like he's caught up a little bit to Sambam in second. For the moment, this is the battle I want to watch. Timer Azim, Jake LFC and Parkway Drive for fourth place. Jake LFC pulls up to the left-hand side. Is he going to make the move into the chicane? Seems to be the common overtaking point today for everybody. Yep, Jake's up there. Parkway Drive had a look as well. Jake LFC gets the move into fourth, and Timer Azim's compromised his exit out of the chicane, and he's going to be put under immense pressure from Parkway Drive as well. Both of them with DRS side by side down the straight. Looks like Parkway has it, but Timer could brake a little bit later. He's still there. No, Parkway gets the move done and moves up into fifth place on the soft tyres. It's Parkway Drive driving well as well up into fifth. This gap between second and fifth is very small. Sambam just under 7 seconds off the leader. Timer Azim 9 seconds off the leader. So 3 seconds separating this gap between second and sixth. Thank goodness I've got at least some form of battle to watch. I thought I'd be bored out of my mind at some points in this race, but at the moment it's been brilliant. Thank you, Zardan. Gave me the best, maybe trying to catch up a bit more on Sambam Kid. Yeah, he's got a good little slipstream there coming out of turn 3. I think Sambam might have got a bad exit out of turn 3. DRS and slipstream going to be in effect coming out of turn 6. Down the first DRS straight, here we go. Gave me the best, pulls to the inside with DRS. Takes that second place. Is Sambam going to defend? No, he's too far behind already. Gave me the best, moves comfortably into second place. Yeah, I agree with Human Fish. Give the video a like. There's been some brilliant battles going on already in this race. Look, there's a battle for 4th going on behind as well. Jake and Parkway Drive. Parkway Drive pulls to the inside of the double chicane. Brakes that a little bit later than Jake as well on the soft tyres and pulls off the move. Excellent overtake from Parkway Drive. Jake might try and sit behind him and get the move on the grippier super softs, but they might be starting to fade off. Parkway up into 4th and Game of the Best up into 2nd position. Exactly where he wants to be if he wants to win this championship. And was it me or did his helmet just change colour? Don't know whether it's to do with the lights or the game or what. That was weird. As Greeny dives into the pits from the lead, coming off his ultra soft tyres on lap 12, which will promote Game of the Best to the lead of the race. Parkway Drive could now be able to pressurise Sambam for that 2nd place spot. His soft tyres seem to be running very, very well at the moment, Parkway Drive. Flying on them. Managed to coast his way past, well, not coast his way, but fought his way past Jake quite brilliantly, and he's now catching up to Sambam as well. Yeah, that's the problem sometimes with this game, Ian. Some races can be boring, some tracks just are naturally boring, but I think this has been a... There's always so many overtaking opportunities with DRS straights around Abu Dhabi that you're normally in for some form of battle. Parkway's going to put pressure on here with the 2nd DRS straight. Couldn't get past him on the 1st. DRS open. Pulls to the outside of Sambam. Sambam tries to cut him off. And Parkway sits behind him patiently. Maybe waiting for a slightly better opportunity to get past him. He doesn't want to wait too long because that could put him back under pressure from Jake again. Game of the Best looks like he's dropped a little bit of time again. Sambam either closing in or Game of the Best made a mistake somewhere. It's unlike Gamer to make a mistake, but who knows? Sambam only a 2nd behind him. Yeah, Ian, very good point. If you do mess up the strategy, you are pretty broken. The early safety car kind of made the field quite bunched up and there were so many people on different tyres. I think it added to the interest, really. Parkway's sitting behind again, still being patient, but Jake could find a move up the inside of Parkway if he takes too long to get past Sambam. Oh, Parkway did a cheeky little inside move. I thought he was going to look for it in the hairpin, but he didn't. Right up close now, DRS, he should fly past. He is past at the moment, but will Sambam fight it? Oh no, cutting off the angle well from Parkway Drive to defend that 2nd place. Good move from Parkway Drive in the DRS. Up into 2nd, Sambam in 3rd. Now he could be put under pressure from Jake, who's going to have DRS. Sambam with DRS as well. Could he come back at Parkway? Had a look, faked it, but pulled back in behind him. Don't know why we're on nose cam. Some of these spectator cameras are absolutely terrible. Thank you, Codemasters. Please make me let me beta test your game again next year. I do love you, I promise. Mr. Grumpy's out of the race. It's only the 2nd DNF so far. Don't know whether he's crashed of his own accord or whether something else happened. Oh, here we go. I think I might have just missed an overtake from Michelangelo or Ash Best, or it could be the other way around. Ash Best could be putting pressure on Michael. But Michelangelo up into 8th place and only 14 seconds off Gamer, who hasn't pitted when Michael has. He probably did fall asleep after 50. Oh, there's a safety car after Mr. Grumpy leaves the session. Second safety car of the race. And I think the person who's going to benefit most from this is going to be Gamer the Best. You could maybe make a switch off of his super softs onto a fresh set of tyres. Parkway driving second as well, but he might stay out on his softs. Don't know how worn they are by this stage in the race. I don't do 100% races on this game. But this could throw the strategy box wide open again. Sambam in third, might use it to get off his super softs as well, as might Jake. I'm going to stick with the leader and see if he pits. Yeah, I hope there's a bit more information about the single player modes at the moment, because of course all the beta testers have had have been just bog standard stuff really. Just handling models and multiplayer, which is what we've got at the moment. Yeah, Gamer the Best is diving into the pits. Parkway Drive staying out. Sambam pitting as well, Jake pitting as well behind him, so all the super soft runners are getting off these tyres. Greeny in 5th, is he going to stay out or is he going to dive into the pits? He's staying out. AMS staying out, Michael pitting I think. Yes, Michelangelo is pitting. Very interesting call. I think he might have seen that Gamer the Best pitted and he's come in to match him. Very strange decision. I would have stayed out if I was Michael, but I don't know how bad his tyres were. Yeah, British GP weekend is a good opportunity. That's when... I mean, we thought we were going to get the first information about it around Monaco, but I think it came out just before then, I think. Not quite sure. Don't quote me on that. I might be wrong. Gamer the Best has fitted soft tyres. Sambam Kid also on soft tyres. And Jake also on soft tyres. So all those super soft runners have pitted for soft tyres. Which gives Parkway Drive the lead of the race on his soft tyres. Greeny is now in second. The guy who started second on the grid took the lead into turn 1 and then had a brilliant first safety car restart. And AMS is in third, who hasn't had any coverage in this race so far because we've had such the interesting battle for between second, third, fourth and fifth that anything behind or in front of that hasn't been looked at. Gamer the Best rejoins in 4th, Sambam 5th, Jake 6th, Timer Azim is 7th, and Michelangelo some way back in 8th, but of course it is a safety car so the field will be bunched up. Joho Finn 9th, Ash Best in 10th, Shortbread, who is currently AI by the looks of it, is in 11th, and last place. I'm not sure, I think one of the other titles has been decided, championships have been decided, I'm not quite sure, Human Fish. I think F2 is still open just about. But I think Gamer's pretty much won that as well from what I can work out, maybe. I might be completely wrong. Oh yeah, Gamer and Parkway are in a battle in that, yeah, I remember. Then F2 are a race behind because of last week being delayed. Who's in the battle for F4 championship then? I haven't been really paying too much attention to the other PSGL tiers. Of course I race in F2 and I've kept an eye on this due to commentating it today. check the penalties, actually, see if anybody's got any penalties. Parkway Drive does have one penalty already. Greeny with a penalty and a warning. AMS got a warning on lap 1, but then warnings everywhere else. Maybe for the contact. Warren Haig, Frome and Grumpy, although Mr. Grumpy is an outside bet. Even so, don't discount him as long as he can mathematically do it. He's in there with a chance. 2 warnings for Game of the Best. 1 warning for Sambam Kid, which I think was for when he cut the chicane under pressure. Jake's got 2 penalties. Oh dear. That could come back to bite him at the end of the race, as we're only 16 laps in. 2 warnings for Timer Azim. A penalty and 2 warnings for Michael. Normally very clean, Michelangelo, but he's been slacking in this race by the looks of it. Jotto Finn with a penalty. Ash Best 2 warnings. Shortbread 2 warnings. Mr. Grumpy, what is going on here, mate? 4 penalties for Mr. Grumpy. 4 penalties and 2 warnings as well. Jeez. And Genetics out of the race, and myself also out of the race. Mr. Grumpy's going around as AI as well, so I don't know whether... Oh, Mr. Grumpy's out. Oh, yeah. My bad. That'll be why he probably retired on lap 13. All of the penalties. And he didn't want to go on. 5 points between Haig and Flying Frome. Grumpy's 15 points behind leader. Still, 15 points is mathematically possible. I might be interested in keeping up with that and seeing who wins that. Mainly seems like Haig and Frome, but of course anything can happen. I'll be back momentarily for a toilet break while the safety car's out. Sorry about that. Alright, looks like I come back at the perfect moment, right at the safety car restart. Parkway Drive backing the field up. As the safety car tears away into the pits. Hopefully we don't get a restart like last time where the leader sailed away. And we can get battling for every single driver in the field. Parkway's going to get ready to bolt any second now. Still currently slowing down. Keep holding the pack up. Once he comes out the penultimate corner is when he's going to put the foot down. There he goes. Parkway Drive gets the field underway to start lap 19 after a second safety car restart. All seems quite clean into turn 1, but it looks like there's something going on here between AMS and Game of the Best for P3. Game of the Best putting a lot of pressure on out of turn 1. Round the outside. Oh! Sambam looked like he wanted to get involved in that as well. This is incredible. 5 cars for position 3. Oh, and the forcing near Michael's round. Half spin for Michael. That is not the result that Michelangelo wanted to spin at this point. Don't know whether he's got any damage, but he's right at the back of the field now. Down in 10th place. Last place now for Michelangelo. He will not be happy with that. Game of the Best takes 3rd place while Michael's down in 10th. Last thing Michael needs in this championship race. Last thing I think the spectators want in this championship race as well. We want it to be close fighting between the two of them and the best driver win. Pressure for P5 between AMS again and Jake. Looking around the outside in the chicane. Great move from Jake, just giving him enough room on the inside. And Shortbread's got through into 7th past Timer Azim as well. Timer Azim's dropping back like a domino. All the way to the back of the field. He's going to be putting the pressure from Ash Best and Michelangelo. But we're going to need to keep an eye on Michelangelo at certain points in this race, see if he can climb his way back through the field. So what he's going to need a recovery drive now if he stands any chance of winning the championship. Into the pits. Into the pits goes Greeny. 1 lap after the safety car came in. Seems a bit strange, that. Don't know if they had a drive-through. Might have had a drive-through. No, he's pitting genuinely. I don't know what's happened to him then. Greeny into the pits and now down into last place. Parkway Drive leads from Game of the Best, who has now inherited 2nd place. Sambam Kid in 3rd. Jake LFC 4th. Shortbread 5th. AMS, who is side by side with the Ferrari Timer Azim, coming into turns 4 and 5 in 6th place. And the side by side between Mike and Ash Best as well, coming into the DRS straight. Of course, no DRS at the moment because the safety car came in a lap ago. Timer Azim going to look for it up the inside, braking later than AMS into the chicane. Good move from Timer Azim on the softer, super soft tyres, but AMS coming back. Great exit from AMS. Ash Best and Michelangelo might try and get involved in this as well. Around the outside, Timer Azim trying to brake a bit later and hold it. I think Timer Azim has held on to 6th place there, but Ash Best and Michelangelo really close now. GFP from Michael Mercado. A lot of the people that double upshift on this game that are quick are still quick on the beta, but not due to double upshifting because it's not a thing. Oh, why do we have this spectator cam? So I can't see what's going on. Mike's got past Ash Best and moves into 8th. He's going to try and put pressure on AMS now. Yeah, Mike's diving up the inside in the final corner. That's a brave move from Michelangelo. Takes 7th place. He's going to need to keep climbing up positions. And that's a start for him. Great move up the inside of the final corner. That's the first overtake we've seen through there today. And Jake on Sambam Kid now as well. Move up to somewhere else in the field. There's another battle going on. These two were battling away a lot earlier on in the race. They're still at it now. DRS from Jake. DRS is now active this lap. Sambam also has DRS on Game of the Best. And Shortbread's looking like he's going to pressure this field as well. Both McLarens. Poor Jake's in a McLaren sandwich. DRS everywhere. Jake's going to sit behind. Oh! Shortbread looking for the move. That was a very brave move from Shortbread into the chicane. Couldn't hold it. He's going to want to get past on his ultra soft tyres. He's going to want to fly as quickly as he can before those tyres go off. So that's probably why the move was very impatient there from Shortbread. Thought he was going to have another look there into the right-hander. Didn't. And his battle for 3rd place keeps going on. Game of the Best just sitting in front of them as well. As we start lap 22 of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, the finale of PSGL Formula Endurance. Yes, F1 2016, Ridwan. If this was F1 2017, I'd be in an awful lot of trouble. Yeah, Retro League. Jake and Shortbread going to apply more pressure. There's a 5-man train here at the lead. I don't want this camera angle down this straight. This is the worst camera angle to have at this point in time. Jake looks like he's catching. I can't really see from this camera angle. I'm going to have to get it off. Closed up quite a bit, but didn't make the move. But they're applying still pressure on Game of the Best and Parkway, who leads the way. Game of the Best just taking it easy, I think. I think now he knows that Michael's had a bit of trouble, maybe. The Shortbread flies past Jake into the chicane and takes 4th place. Shortbread on his ultra soft tyres should hopefully hold on to that 4th place for a little while. Yes, Dylan, this is a league race for PSGL, 100% Formula Endurance. Would like some better spectator cameras. Some of the spectator cameras around Abu Dhabi are absolutely terrible. Now what are the McLaren pair going to do here? This is an interesting predicament for them. Sambam's run wide out of the penultimate corner. Don't know if he lost the back end on the curb. But of course, with Shortbread being on the softer tyres, he might let him through. Ian, if I could say in a public live stream, I would, but I can't say anything too really about the handling, as I'm still technically under an NDA. Game of the Best applying pressure on Parkway Drive, who seems to be slowing down a bit as well. Look at that 5-man train now from 1st to 5th. Parkway, Gamer, Sambam Kid, Shortbread and Jake LFC. Sambam Kid with the Sambam Kid, Game of the Best with the DRS on Parkway Drive, not looking for the move into the chicane. And Jake LFC looked like he tried to make a move on Shortbread there as well. What is Shortbread? Shortbread got past Sambam into the chicane. I didn't see that. I was too busy watching the first 2. Shortbread into 3rd. And now going to put pressure on Game of the Best and Parkway Drive for the lead. Oh, side by side into the chicane from Sambam and Jake. Unbelievable stuff. I think Jake's been pushed wide a little bit maybe there by Sambam, and he's under pressure from Timer Azim now as well. Those two are side by side. Michelangelo just behind this battle as well. Timer Azim flies up into 5th. Jake drops to 6th. Unbelievable. Jake and Sambam Kid was side by side coming into the chicane. I think Jake's just been pushed slightly wide and he's lost so much time and lost 3 positions. And he's now under pressure from Michelangelo for 6th. As Parkway Drive still leads them away, but this front 3 now really, really close. Parkway Drive, Game of the Best, and Shortbread looking for the move into turn 1. No, I'd switched the wrong person there. Shortbread gets the move done into turn 1. Shortbread 24 into 2nd place. Great move into turn 1 on Game of the Best. Now looking to put pressure on Parkway Drive 2010 out front on those ultra soft tyres before they start to go off. I don't know whether it's worth Game of the Best attacking him, because I think Shortbread might have to pit very soon. But Shortbread is now going to have DRS on Parkway Drive down this straight. Should easily get the move done and move into the lead of the race. Flies past, and no need to defend there from Parkway Drive. Shortbread flew past down the straight, and it takes the lead of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Shortbread looking like he get a good exit out of the chicane though. DRS could come back at him in the next chicane. The side by side down the straight. Parkway currently in front. Best of the late breakers. Shortbread breaking that fraction later. Both of them leaving each other some brilliant room. Unbelievable battling from these guys today. Shortbread 24 taking the lead. Parkway Drive 2nd. Couldn't quite get the move done on Shortbread through the 2nd chicane, and he might now just have to sit behind. Game of the Best in 3rd. In the position he wants to be at the moment. He will win the championship. Parkway Drive 4th. Not Parkway Drive 4th. Sambam Kid 4th. There we go. Timer Azim in 5th. Still any battling can go on from these guys. From 2nd through to 5th, as it looks like Shortbread's pulled away a bit of a lead already. Yeah, Shortbread's already got a 7/10 lead over Parkway Drive on the softer tyres. Might still be within DRS though, Parkway Drive. I think he will still have DRS coming down the straight. Massive back end loss from Game of the Best coming out of the hairpin there. Anybody going to go for any moves down into this chicane? Oh, Timer Azim looks like... Oh, he was having a look on Sambam Kid, but thought better of it. But he might stick behind him and try and make a move later on. Was that Game of the Best? Going to look up Parkway Drive? No, he's not. Everybody just sitting to their own positions for now. Shortbread will want to get an advantage. Good little corner cut there, Shortbread. I'll pretend I didn't see that. Check the penalties quickly until any more battling happens. Shortbread has 2 penalties and a warning. He did get a warning for that chicane. I thought he might have done. A penalty and a stop go for Parkway Drive. I don't know what's happened for him to get the stop go, whether it was a corner cutting penalty or running wide. Game of the Best with just 2 warnings, being very good. Sambam Kid with a penalty. Timer Azim, 2 warnings. Michelangelo has 2 penalties and a warning. 3 penalties for Jake LFC. 2 penalties for Greeny. A penalty for AMS. And 2 penalties and 2 warnings for Ash Best. Juho Finn in last has a penalty and a warning. Another safety car as well, I've missed that. In all the calamity of checking the penalties, there's been another safety car. 3rd safety car period of the race. I'm going to see if anybody's dropped off the pack that was with them before. I don't think so. So I don't know what's brought this safety car out. Jake has dropped off a bit, but I think he might have pitted. I don't know whether it's something involving Jake or any of the other people further back. Greeny, AMS, Ash Best, they all seem to be relatively good damage-wise. So I don't know what's happened here at the back. But 3rd safety car period within the first half of the race. We're not even in the second half of the race. We've had 3 safety cars here. At least it's kept the racing close. Anytime anybody's getting away, there's a safety car to bring the field back in again. I don't know whether that will stay in the game. I agree with Venom, because people are going to be complaining about it being impossible to overtake online, or so much harder to overtake online. Especially commentators. I wouldn't want to see a race where nothing really happens for 20-30 laps. Oh yeah, the broken patch which completely buggered online completely. Online was great when the game came out, when 2016 came out, and then it just went to crap. With the first update, safety car glitches, cars teleporting everywhere. Shortbread pits to get off his ultra soft tyres. Parkway Drive pits as well. Game of the Best stays out and will inherit the lead of the race. Sambam pitting as well. Michelangelo pitting as well. Has he? I think he's just jumped Sambam in the pit lane there, Michelangelo. He has. How's he managed to do that? Don't know whether Sambam was paused. Sambam's also going to get held up by the McLaren garage as Shortbread has pitted. Yeah, I agree the dirty air effect should be better than it is on this game. It should be stronger anyway, but I don't think it should be too much that it makes it impossible to overtake or follow cars, if you know what I mean. I feel like it kind of takes the fun out of the game a little bit. So Game of the Best leads the way under our 3rd safety car window. Timer Azim, who's stayed out, is now into 2nd place. He was 7th before the safety car. He's now up into 2nd place. Shortbread 3rd after pitting from the lead. Parkway Drive into 4th. All the rest of these drivers have all pitted. Michelangelo 5th after flying past Sambam Kid in the pit lane exit. Pit lane entry, sorry. Sambam Kid 6th. Jake LFC down in 7th. Greeny from 2nd on the grid will be disappointed to be down in 8th place, especially after having the lead after the first safety car window and after turn 1. Joe Finn in 9th. AMS 97 F1 in 10th, and Ash Best in last. I'd say keep the classic cars in, but have a few tracks in as well. Things like, I don't know, San Marino. That's a great one to have. I didn't like the fact they had Jerez in 2013. I thought that was quite a crap track. Even like classic layouts of certain tracks as well. Like Brazil's had different layouts in the past. The old Silverstone layout as well. That'd be quite nice to have. And how about the new shield? I don't know. Vettel said it was blinding him, or not blinding him, making him go dizzy, I think, from what I heard. So I don't know whether the shield looks like it's going to be any good. If they can tweak it, then maybe it could be alright. But I think at the stage it's at the moment, no. Oh, we've finally hit the halfway stage in the race. Lap 28 of 55. Oh yeah, old school Hockenheim. I mean, at least overtaking, like, if overtaking would be pretty mental around there. Just due to the long straights. But I feel like it'd be quite boring to drive around. Turn 8 around Turkey would be brilliant in a 2017 car. I can imagine you'd launching through at about 160, 170 miles an hour. Without a care in the world. If it's needed, to be fair to them. Extra protection. Like, it depends on whether the drivers feel like it's safe for them with the helmets they've got at the moment and the way it is at the moment. If the drivers don't feel safe, then something needs to change. Because if the drivers don't feel safe, they won't enjoy it, and they won't push as hard. Depends to the extent. I think if it affects the aerodynamic capabilities of the car, then no. But is it really needed? I don't know. I think the Jules Bianchi thing was a massive freak incident, so... And of course there was the Massa incident in 2009 as well, with the spring hitting him. I don't think the shield would have prevented Jules Bianchi's accident, but it definitely could have prevented something like Massa's one from happening. Yeah, Venom's got a good point. The shield that they did present and they got the drivers to test wasn't ready. Yeah, the Nürburgring F1 layout. The old one with the just the right-left chicane for turn 1 and 2, or the tighter first sector. Yeah, the Halo was a disaster. I don't know where the idea of that came from. The shield looks a bit sleeker. It's not ugly like the Halo was. The Halo was really, really ugly. Yeah, I think they need to incorporate it in as a rule for a year so that they can say that the cars need to be designed to incorporate the shield. Well, Ian, with the Nürburgring layout, I was on about the layout you had, say, on F1 2011, 12, or 11 and 13. Where you've got the tight right-hander for turn 1. Bloody hell, look at how dark it is down that straight. That must be the transition to night time, but I can't see a thing down the home straight. Very, very foggy. I think it was the layout before about 2002, where it was just a fast right-left chicane. Lights powered by Honda, yeah, that's pretty much the way it seems. I don't feel like protection would ruin the show at all. Like, if it's designed well enough, it can still look good on the F1 cars, and like the coat hangers that are at the back flapping about like mad. Because the shield won't move, it's just there to protect the driver's head in case of an accident, really. Like in case of something freak happening. like Massa 2009, like Bianchi 2014. Game of the Best slowing the field right up again. We're about to get ready to get underway for the fourth time today, if you include the actual lights out. Backing up the field nicely. Hopefully we don't get another restart like the first one, where Greeny just disappeared. Game of the Best is going to put the foot down as he comes out of the penultimate corner. Away he goes. Game of the Best is away. All the other cars follow him. Don't see anything happening in the first few corners. Why have I spectated last place? Timer Azim has lost his second place. Shortbread has got past him through turn 1, 2 and 3. I didn't see that because I spectated the wrong car. Blame me for that. And Timer Azim's now under pressure from Parkway Drive coming down the back straight. I don't know if the slipstream effect is in operation because of somebody leaving the session. It's been an attraction maybe for the spectators, Dylan, but not for the drivers. Like, I don't think being hit in the head and possibly not being able to see or even being dead isn't an attraction for the drivers. Crashes might be an interesting thing for the spectators, but they should be allowed to crash without having any risk of injury to them themselves. Parkway Drive not wanting to make the move on Timer Azim. Michelangelo's pushed himself up into 5th place. Great restart he's had. Holding off Sambam behind him. Maybe not in public, Dylan, but of course they still have the Grand Prix Drivers Association, don't they? Which is like a private meeting that goes on, and they inform the FIA privately about that. Yeah, Vettel wasn't impressed with the shield today. He said it was, I think it made him dizzy, I think he said. Oh, the Williams of Parkway up the inside of Timer Azim into turn 1. Parkway gets into position 3. And Dylan, the boycotting of events happened in the past when the circuits weren't safe. That was to do with the circuits rather than the cars or whatever, or maybe a risk of an injury. It was the circuits that weren't safe to drive on. Oh, Michelangelo under pressure from Sambam into the hairpin as well. Sambam stuck his nose in, couldn't quite get it to stick. Timer Azim drops to 4th place, of course, getting overtaken by Parkway Drive. Michelangelo under pressure. There's a Ferrari side by side. Jake LFC and Greeny side by side. Greeny's got the move done into the chicane by the looks of it. Yes, he has. Jake drops to 8th and he's now going to be put under pressure again. This time by the Toro Rosso behind him of AMS 97. Oh, 3-way battle. Jake looked like he tried to come back at Greeny there. Couldn't quite get the move to stick. Still sitting behind Greeny. Didn't lose the position to AMS behind him as well. Joe Finn seems to be having a bit of trouble out there at the back down in P11. Shortbread has a big lead at the front from Game of the Best. Shortbread took the lead from Game of the Best. I didn't see that happen either. And Game of the Best under some massive pressure from Parkway Drive behind. There's so much going on. I'm missing loads of overtakes. Bloody hell. Parkway Drive right behind Game of the Best coming through turn 3. Going to wait for the DRS straight, I believe. Almost gets a bunny hop on the curbs at the exit of 3 though, does Parkway Drive. DRS should be active now, if not it's next lap. We'll have a look, see where the Parkway Drive's wing opens when we hit the DRS zone. Yeah, Parkway Drive does have DRS. Closing quickly to Game of the Best. Is he going to look for the move? Yes, he is. Late braking into the chicane. Great aggressive overtake from Parkway Drive up the inside of Game of the Best and takes P2. Looks like Michelangelo could be putting Timer Azim under some pressure as well, coming into turn 9. Pulls up to the outside, sticks to the outside. Timer Azim squeezes the braking angle out for him. Well defended by Timer Azim. Michelangelo has to settle for 5th still. Yeah, there's some really good race. This has been a brilliant race. Thank you so much to the drivers for putting on such a spectacle for me. Michelangelo's still putting pressure on Timer Azim for 4th place. He needs to get these positions if he wants to win the championship, as Game of the Best is in front of him in 3rd place. Looking for the faking move in turn 1 again, as he's done so many times already in this race, Michelangelo. Yes, I know, that was USA 2005. That was pressure from the drivers, the teams, and the tyre and the track, basically, that forced that to happen. And the FIA did it last minute. That was just the worst thing. If they're going to decide to boycott a race, they have to do it like the day before the race at least, to give people an idea, but they did it on the formation lap pretty much. Look at this train again. Another train forming after a safety car restart. 3rd down to 6th. Game of the Best. Timer Azim, Michelangelo, and Shortbread. No, Sambam Kid. Sambam Kid 6th. Shortbread's leading the race. Michelangelo still sitting behind Timer Azim. No real pressure being applied by any of these drivers too much yet. No overtakes being looked at. There's a massive battle as well going on behind these guys for 7th. Keep an eye on this as well, see what's going on. Greeny, Jake, AMS and Ash Best. 2 four-way battles going on. This is unbelievable stuff. I don't know which one to watch. Probably going to sit with the one in front, as the 2 championship contenders are in there. Keep an eye on Game of the Best. Game of the Best, Timer Azim, Michelangelo and Sambam battling for 3rd, with Greeny, JKLFC, AMS and Ash battling for 7th. Unbelievable stuff here. Game of the Best holding on, but we got a nice DRS train coming on here down the back straight. Massive back end loss again from Game of the Best, getting on the power a little bit too early out of that hairpin. There's 2 battles going on. I don't know which one to watch. Greeny holding on from Jake. Oh, looks like there's contact there in the chicane between Greeny and Jake for P7. AMS and Ash Best look like they're going to go side by side as well down the 2nd DRS straight. Is Ash going to look for the move around the outside? Ash Best is going to hold on to it. AMS trying to defend. Oh, they've ghosted. There's a car round. Is that Jake spinning in the background? Yeah, it is. Jake LFC spun in the background. I think he's made some contact there with the Ferrari of Greeny. Greeny's still in 7th, but the side-by-side battling finally has claimed a victim. It's been very clean all race, but Jake LFC now dropping to the back of the field, which allows me a chance to look at this battle for 3rd again. Still no position changes as far as I've seen, so I've seen these. Coming into this race, Falcon, Mike is 7 points behind. As it stands at the moment, he is 12 points behind, as Game is 3rd, Michael's 5th. Timer Azim, Michelangelo and Sambam Kid all very close behind Game of the Best. And all 9 seconds is their gap to the leader as well. Michelangelo with a great little run out of the final, out of the hairpin into the DRS. DRS wide open. Timer has DRS as well. Slipstream effect looks like it's not in effect due to drivers leaving the session, which is a bit of a shame. So if this train continues to go, then we're not really going to see any overtakes with DRS if everybody's got DRS in front of each other. Might not stop Michelangelo here though, he might still look for the move. Might have to brake a bit later than Timer Azim if he wants to get it done. He's not, he's sitting behind again. It is full points in FE as well, Venom, yep. I didn't know that until I looked at the website, until I looked at the standings. I think it's because there's only like 6-7 races or whatever. Oh, Michelangelo getting very close to Timer Azim. Not going for the move. A little bit of a back end loss. Timer Azim's going into the pits and has pushed Michael off. Oh dear. Michael wanted to pit as well. Jake is out of the race. Michelangelo has dived into the pits as well. But that was very, very close between Timer Azim and Michelangelo. Both drivers wanting to dive into the pits at the same time, almost sending Michelangelo into the wall. Very quick stop from Ferrari as well to bring Timer Azim out miles in front of Michelangelo. On the super soft tyres, that was very quick stuff from Ferrari. That's dissipated the only real battle we had on track. Unless there's something else going on, I will continue to scroll through. Greeny in 5th, AMS 6th. Yeah, AMS is under pressure from Ash Best for P6. So we've got something to watch. Ash Best will have DRS coming down this straight and the next one, as they plunge into the darkness, according to the screens. Ash Best looking for it around the outside. Wonderful late braking from Ash Best. Side by side coming into the chicane. Great move. Pushing AMS out wide a little bit. I don't know whether there's any contact or not, or whether he was just avoiding contact, but Ash Best up into 6th place. Great move. Put himself into a position to score 8 points today at the moment. But with so many laps still to go, I don't know who is exactly winning this race. Yeah, Venom, I agree with that. If you have like no qualifying, the host could customise the grid. The only thing would be is in open lobbies that would just be broken because the host would just put themselves in pole every single time. Game of the best with Sambam Kid just behind him, putting on pressure. Hello everybody into the stream. If you're new to the stream, you've missed some brilliant racing so far in the last 36 laps. Brilliant overtakes all the way through the field, from first through to last. Apart from the safety car periods, there hasn't really been a boring moment. Proof here with Sambam Kid really on the back of Game of the Best. Yeah, that overtake from Ash Best into the chicane, that was a very aggressive move, but also very well pulled off. Very good point, but I think once it gets to too far in the stream, you can only stream back as far as 2 hours. So I don't know whether you'll be able to watch all of it. Actually, you probably will, thinking about it. Yeah, Venom, good point. I very rarely do sprint lobbies now because of league racing. Sam, I'm kicking a little bit. Why do we have the nose cam right at the overtaking moment? I wish some of these broadcast cameras would disappear for 2017. Some of them are just terrible. Game of the Best doing his best to hold off from Sambam Kid. Doesn't seem to be gaining too much, even with his DRS. And the soft... is he on the soft tyres or is Sambam on the softs? I thought he was on super softs a second ago. No, he's on softs. Ignore me, I'm being stupid, Johnny. Everybody blames school for their problems. I blame uni for any problems I've ever had. 3 years of hell. Connor's right, you can. I've done it. I've been doing it all this year. Not necessarily well, because I'm not the best at this game, but that's besides the point. AMS 97 is out of the race. Disaster for AMS 97. He was on for a good result at the start of the race. Up there in the battle for 6th, 7th, some good points. But he's now going to have to drop back and score no points. Gamer the Best still holding on from Sambam Kid, who doesn't seem to be able to get close to Gamer down the straights. Don't know whether that's a setup thing or whether it's just the slipstream glitch. But even so, with DRS he should fly past. And there's still a brake disc there on the exit of that corner as well. We're going to be careful of that. Ferrari Timer Azim's catching up to these guys as well, Gamer the Best and Sambam. I'm going to have a look through and see if there's anything else going on. Shortbread still leads the way. Parkway Drive 4.5 seconds behind Shortbread. Gamer is third. Sambam fourth, quite close behind him. Greeny, sorry, not Timer Azim, is fifth. Timer Azim is sixth. Michelangelo is down in 8th place. I don't know whether he's had another incident somewhere. It's been a really bad luck race for Michelangelo. 1 penalty, 2 penalties, 3 penalties, 4 penalties for Michelangelo, and numerous pit stops. Been an absolute disaster of a race for Michelangelo, down in 8th place. Really, really needs some luck now if he stands any chance of winning this championship. Joho Finn is in 9th and last place. By the way, it's looking at the moment, Gamer the Best will win the championship, but don't see it as over yet. Anything can happen. There's still 16 laps to go. And of course, Gamer the Best is under pressure from Sambam. There could be some contact between the two of them. I don't want there to be, but there should be. I want some good clean racing from everybody. Looks like there's something going on between Sambam and Greeny behind for P4 now. So Greeny's right on this battle. Gamer the Best, Sambam Kid and Greeny. Greeny with a massive tank slapper out of the final corner there. Hit too much curb and really lost the back end. It's an insane battle for the final podium positions. Jay Bunchalass, I don't even know what this is going on about. Somebody enlighten me, please. DRS train again, Sambam and Greeny both with DRS on the back of Gamer the Best. But again, not able to catch up. This slipstream glitch really has taken some of the fun out of this race that we had earlier on. Brilliant overtaking throughout the field in this race, but Sambam Kid has had DRS for 4 or 5 laps behind Gamer the Best and not been able to get past. Okay, I've only been in PSGL for like a month, so I won't know about this stuff. Oh, there's contact between Sambam and Greeny. Greeny's round. I don't think Sambam gave him enough room on the apex of that corner there. And as a result, Greeny's gone into a half spin and has lost a lot of time. Timer Azim still some way behind though. The unbelievable Sambam defend. He was defending so well early on, but I don't think he gave him quite enough space into that corner. And Gamer the Best now, Sambam Kid now is the only one putting pressure on Gamer the Best, with Greeny falling miles back. I don't know whether he's been putting pressure from his teammate. He's pitted, so he must have had damage from the contact there. Is he coming in to change a wing? Nope, just to change his tyres to take Ultra Softs, I would assume, to the end of the race. Not that clued up on 100% races, but I'd assume that Ultra Softs can go to the end from here. Another massive slide from Game of the Best coming out of the hairpin. 2 massive slides. Really pushing hard, isn't he? So we can't see anything that's going on down that straight because of the darkness. Thank you for that, game. Vettel would be screaming at Charlie Whiting, wouldn't he, after that? Or like Kimi Raikkonen in 2013 Monaco when Perez dive-bombed and he said he wanted to hit him when he sees him. Oh, Sambam going for the move at the inside. Finally, Sambam goes for the move on Game of the Best and makes it stick as well. Very well done by Sambam Kid. Been following Game of the Best for about 7-8 laps. Yeah, need that bleep button massively if Vettel was in that accident. I can imagine that's what's going on under Greeny's helmet as well. He can't be happy with that. But Sambam Kid is now up into 3rd place. Game of the Best 4th. Time Razim has taken 5th after his teammate pitted. Ash Best up into 6th in the manor. Greeny drops to 7th. And is he under pressure from Michael? I don't think he is. No, there's a good little gap between them. But Ash Best has got Greeny right behind him. He turned on me, honestly, what the fuck is he doing? Ash Best trying to defend from Greeny, looking to try and recover his race after the contact with Sambam, dropped him down to 6th, and that's a great move on Ash Best at the inside of turn 1. Yeah, 100% wear is different from what I can work out. Some of the drivers on Ultra Softs were picking out about up 12, 13 on their qualifying set, but then there was a safety car. Oh, I don't want to think about that. There's already enough abuse in chat sometimes after races. I don't want to think about what it'd be like on track. Gamer and Sandbam up into 2nd, so Parkway Drive has pitted for the final time in this race onto a set of super soft tyres to take to the end. Only 2 stops for him. Game of the Best may be trying a 1 stop here. I don't want to leave multiplayer. I don't think Game of the Best is going to be able to take his super soft to the end of the race because I don't know what he pitted fairly early. He's staying out again. Game of the Best started on. I suppose he could. For some reason, the game was saying he was on super softs for a second there. He's on softs. Pit on lap 15. It'll mean doing 40 laps on this set of soft tyres, which is a massive, massive stretch. That could be what's going on in Gamer's mind. He might try and take these softs to the end. He's got the capability to do it, I'd assume. And taking his tyres long into the race. Ash Best has now dropped quite far back from green and is under pressure from Michelangelo. Gamer looking to finish on ultra soft, I think. It might do. Worth keeping an eye on, seeing whether he pits. At the moment, Ash Best is under pressure from Michelangelo 53. As they come into the DRS straight. Michelangelo quite close. He might be able to get a good run through DRS here. We'll see. It depends on the wing levels they're both running as well. Closing up quite quickly. He's had a look. Not going to outbrake Ash Best into turn 7. Sits behind him again. Might try it into the next chicane. It's a great run out of that chicane though, Michelangelo. DRS open again. Feinting either side. There we go. He's up the inside. Lock up of the brakes from Ash Best coming into that chicane. And Michelangelo is up into P7. But Ash Best is still there. Looking to brake late. Oh, trying to fight the position back. But Michelangelo has it and takes position 7 from Ash Best. Great driving again from these guys in this tier. I've enjoyed pretty much every second of this race, apart from the safety car periods. Shortbread miles ahead of his teammate Sam Bam, who's 17 seconds behind. Yes, Venom he is. Seems to be one of the closer battles going on between Sam Bam and Gamer, but Gamer, of course, on the soft tyres. Parkway could be putting Timer Azim under pressure. As we're plunged again into the darkness of Abu Dhabi because this game has some weird light effects going on. Thank you, Codemasters. Oh! That's helpful. It'll probably mean that Codemasters have to clean up their act in actually clearing debris off the track after safety cars as well. Yeah, it probably is only on sim damage, but of course this game's so crap at cleaning up damage after safety cars. There's still a brake disc on the exit of one of the final corners, I think, in this race. Check the penalties one more time just to see how people are doing. The stream is now 2 hours in. Forgot how long these races were going to be. Shortbread with 4 penalties out in front. Jeez. Two penalties and 2 warnings for Sam Bam. Just a penalty and a warning for Game of the Best. So Game of the Best currently in the best position out of the top 3. But Shortbread with such a gap in front. Parkway with a penalty. He's served his stop go already. And another 2 penalties. 3 penalties for Parkway Drive. Who's still fighting onto the back. And I think Shortbread has pitted. Shortbread has pitted and come out behind his teammate by an ultra soft tyre. So Shortbread, in my opinion, now is the favourite for this race. On the ultra soft tyres, he should breeze past his teammate here on his old softs. And he does indeed. Shortbread retakes the lead of the race as Sam Bam Kid sits behind. Game of the Best is 3rd. Timer Azim 4th. Under some serious pressure now from Parkway Drive. Serious pressure from Parkway Drive. Will he look for the move into the chicane? No, he's going to sit behind and save it for another lap. I haven't played Grand Prix 2. I've only ever played Grand Prix 4, personally. I'm the kind of person that's of the age to have played 2 and 3, but I think. No, maybe not 2. Timer Azim still trying to defend from Parkway Drive. Game of the Best looks like he's closed in a little bit on Sam Bam in front. Both drivers still not pitted yet. That's allowing Shortbread to pull massively away now. Already got a gap of 3 seconds in just 1 lap. So I have been born. I had been born when you quoted something from '97, so I probably know it. If you ended up quoting the Eddie Irvine thing to me. I've only played Grand Prix 4, but I know of the series, and I'm 22. Still no overtaking going on. This slipstream glitch is really hampering some of the DRS overtakes that we could be seeing. Very wide line there from Parkway. I don't know what's happened there. Whether he just got dirty air effect or something, but he's run very wide and cut the chicane. I'm sure people out there have, but I don't know whether anybody in this stream will have, Ian. See what I mean about my point about the debris? There's still that brake disc on the exit of the 3rd to last corner. Everybody's still staying out. No more pit stops been made since. She was going on further down. Oh, Parkway with a massive snake out of the final corner. Greeny on his own in 6th. Michelangelo on his own in 7th. With Ash Best a few seconds behind. Jutto Finn down in last. Still going. Credit his commitment for points. First F1 game I played was F1 97, but I played it in like 99. Because I was way too young to be holding a gamepad at 2 years old. Parkway Drive's lost a lot of time on Timer Azim. A few mistakes on that last lap has really made him struggle. I've still got my F1 97 disc as well, Benin, but I got to the stage where the disc is that scratched that Murray Walker would like say a sentence halfway, and then halfway through it just cut off. He'd like go through the race order, say the first 3, and then stop, and never speak again until I paused the game. Joho races with no assist and cockpit cam. There's a few people in AOR that do that, I think, but it's still very brave to do that. Fair play to him. I hate that camera angle. That camera angle can go away. Oh, Greenies were very wide there. I think he's clipped the wall at the exit of the hotel section. Don't know whether that's made him suffer. Parkway Drive is out! Unbelievable scenes. Parkway Drive from 5th place. Putting pressure on Timer Azim. I don't know whether he's crashed out of his own accord or hit the pit lane or something. I don't know. But Parkway Drive is out, and that'll mean that there'll only be 8 finishers now. Only 8 people still running in this race. And Timer Azim is right on the back of Game of the Best. I think Game of the Best is now in a position where he knows he's got the championship. And can just take it easy, bring his car home in one piece. Timer Azim faking the move into the chicane. He might try and look at it. Oh, he's broken a lot later than Game of the Best. They almost ended up punting into the back of him. He's going to get the DRS again on this straight. I think he's too far away. There we got a bad exit out of the chicane, and Parkway Drive is out of the session. Unlucky. He was doing pretty well in that race, but a few mistakes on those last few laps really cost him. I'd like to see if he can get in the stream and inform me of what's happened. But the only thing really going on track now is Timer Azim really harrying the back of Game of the Best. The P3. Sambam Kid's fairly close in front as well. He's not too far in front. And Timer Azim on his super softs. Hello, Covis Jimmy. Hello. Oh, the go-karting in Project Cars 1 was so much fun. Like the handling was really weird though. Like at low speed you wouldn't be able to turn, but at the moment you put the power down, your car would like massively oversteer. Timer Azim doesn't seem to be closing quick enough to Game of the Best to be able to get a good overtake on him down the straight. Keeping his DRS open either way. He needs a good exit out of the chicane if he wants to try and put pressure on Game of the Best. Oh, Game of the Best catching a lot of curb there on that chicane, so that could allow Timer Azim to get past. Timer Azim going up the inside, braking later than Game of the Best. Oh, a lot of curb caught by Timer Azim, and that's going to end that overtaking manoeuvre for now. He'll have to come back at it and try again then later on in the lap or next lap. Got too eager on the turn in and caught too much of the curb and launched his car in the air. Which Gran Turismo game did you do that on, Michael? Timer Azim right on the back of Game of the Best. Could he look for it into turn 1? He's going to feint it. He might break later than Game of the Best into turn 1. Is he braving it? The camera angle doesn't... Yes, he has braved it. Up the inside of turn 1 from Timer Azim. And holds the move. Timer Azim takes that third podium position away from Game of the Best. Yeah, new Gran Turismo out in October, yeah, but apparently it's just like a small game. It's like a pre-game for Gran Turismo 7. There's not that many cars available, from what I've heard. Whoa, Game of the Best almost losing the back end out of the hairpin again. I know the game exaggerates back end losses, but still, that looked enormous. Will Game of the Best try and reclaim third place, or will he just sit behind and save his tyres to the end? I think he's just going to save his tyres to the end. Michelangelo's pitted again. He's having an absolute disaster of a race as he comes out on ultra softs. Just rejoins in front of Ash Best in 6th as well. The best he could hope for. He's made 5 pit stops in this race, Michelangelo. He's had an absolute disaster. It's a massive shame because it kind of brought the title out of his reach after about the third or fourth, third pit stop or so he made. And he's now a minute behind the leader. Don't see any way back for him now. Now his Game of the Best is just sitting patiently in 4th place. Shortbread, the race leader, has just 5 laps to go. As Game of the Best is in the pits, I think. Yes, he is. He's going to take Ultra Softs to the end. I don't feel like I think he must have felt he couldn't push those softs any longer, and he's come in for Ultra Softs. He's got a good enough gap to come out in front of Greeny, I think, but it might be close. Be interesting to see where Game of the Best comes out. He could be close to Greeny on exit. Let's keep an eye on this. Greeny, there he is, coming out of turn 1. He's going to be very close. I think Gamer's just going to come out in front. Gamer does come out in front. And on those ultra soft tyres, he's going to fly and maybe go for a fastest lap in the process. That's pretty much ended all the battling that was going on track. Sambam and Timer Azim, along with Game of the Best and Greeny, are probably the 2 closest battles going on. Both of them separated by 2 seconds. Michelangelo in 6th, a long way behind Greeny, a whole 20 seconds behind Greeny. Again on his own, Ash Best a couple of seconds behind him. Joho Finn, 8th place. Having his own race, really. Minding his own business. Not got involved in anything, and he's going to score himself 4 points. At least 4 points. As you come into the final stage of this race, I want some of your opinions who have been in here from the start about what your best favourite moments of this race have been. Because it's been an absolutely electric race. So many overtakes everywhere in the field. Especially through the DRSs and into the chicane. So many late braking, brave overtakes as well into turn 1. Into chicanes, into corners where you wouldn't expect to overtake as well. So if anybody wants to give their inputs on favourite parts of the race, then please put them in the comments. Sambam he probably is going to get caught, but maybe not until the end. So we've got a few laps left yet to kill. Greeny is out. He's retired in the pit lane. It's a shame. He was on for 10 points. That promotes Michelangelo up to 5th. Oh yeah, the 3 abreast move going into the chicane, yes, between it was Gamer, Michelangelo and Timer Azim, I believe. That was a wonderful bit of driving from all 3 of them to keep it clean. I was trying to work out what happened to Greeny to make him retire. Whether he got a drive through or 7 penalties the guy's got. Yeah, I think the fact that there were 3 safety cars in the first half of the race really spiced things up, because I feel we're constantly close. The moment any gaps were starting to form, the safety car really closed it all in and brought battles back again. And I think because there hasn't now been a safety car for about 25 laps, the field's just started to spread apart. A couple of drivers have dropped out. But I think on the whole it's been a very, very good race. Exciting end to the Formula Endurance season. And an exciting first race for me as PSGL commentator. The gap between Sambam and Timer is very close. It's less than a second now. Timer's going to get DRS coming down the straight. Will he be able to close in enough to get the lead though? I hate this cockpit camera, or that broadcast camera. I think he's too far away to get an advantage right now. Thank you, Michael. Yeah, he's way too far back to get an advantage. The slipstream is not working at the moment with the amount of drivers that have left the lobby. Kind of been a shame. It's made it tricky for certain drivers to, or for overtakes to happen towards this end of the race. Again, thank you, Venom. Time is closing in again. Maybe he can get to a position where he's close enough to overtake towards the end of the race. Thank you as well, Ian. And Connor. Appreciate the positive feedback. Oh, Timer really close now. May try it on the next lap on Sambam, provided he doesn't make too many mistakes. Sambam running very wide there through the hotel section. That will cost him a little bit of time. Also on very old soft tyres compared to Timer Regime's old supers. I feel like Timer might just have the slight advantage here. Might look for it into turn 1. He's right in his gearbox. Oh, tries to brake that little bit later than Sambam. Doesn't quite get the move done. And he's got plenty. He's got another lap and a half to try again. Let's keep on with this. Just wanted to check with the game of the best. We're still in 4th. Dramatic scenes might have happened. DRS open again for Timer Razim. Again, I think he's slightly too far back. Old school Ferrari McLaren battle to the end of the race. Yep, I agree entirely. Almost like the old battles between Schumacher and Raikkonen in 2003, or Schumacher and Hakkinen in the late 90s. Personally, Schumacher Hakkinen were my favourite ones. Timer's still not able to get past though with the DRS, so this slipstream really is making a massive disadvantage. Yeah, there's not too much we can say into whether they're helping league racing at the moment, because the amount of people that are on the beta is quite limited. But yeah, spectator slots are definitely a thing. I'm pretty sure that's public knowledge as well, that spectator slots are a thing. Could Timer Razim look for it in the inside of turn 1 again like he tried last lap? Wasn't successful last lap, he could be successful this time. Right in Sambam's diffuser again. No, he sits behind again. This is his last lap to try and overtake and take 2nd place away from Sambam. Be nice to see him get it done on track. Of course, penalties could be a massive influence on this, but I'd like to see who wins this battle on track, and then the penalties can be concluded afterwards. Give me a bit more of an element of surprise. Yeah, I kind of agree, and the penalty system's a little bit silly. Every 3 minor corner cuts you do, it penalises you, and sometimes it gives you a 10-second for running wide. The track limits are still kind of broken. Because sometimes it stops you from having good side-by-side battles as well, especially on narrower tracks. Timer doesn't look like he's going to get past. Looks like he's just going to sit behind Sambam Kid. As we go on board with Shortbread 24, the leader of the race, the guy who's going to come across to win the race in the McLaren. Final corner. And across the line to win the finale of PSGL Formula Endurance, Shortbread 24. Well done. Timer right behind Sambam. He's going to be very close up to the line, but I think Sambam's just going to hold on. He is just going to hold on. Sambam Kid holds on to second, but penalties deny him second place. Timer takes second. Sambam Kid third. Gamer the best crosses the line in fourth place and wins the PSGL Formula Endurance Champion. He is the Formula Endurance Champion. Well done, Gamer the best. 262. Beating Michelangelo, who had a bit of an unlucky race. Very unlucky race from what I could see. 5 pit stops the man made. Valiant effort though all season. Runner-up in the championship. 5th in the race. Ash Best coming around the final 2 corners now to come across in 6th in 8. And 8 points for him. And that is the final results. Nice penalties, everybody. Shortbread wins from Timer Azim, the only driver in the field without a penalty. Very good driving from him. Sambam Kid third. Gamer the Best, the champion, in 4th. Michelangelo, the runner-up, 5th. Ash Best, 6th. And Jaho Finn rounds up the finishers in 7th. Greeny gets given his points due to him completing, I think, 75% of the race. Still classified in 8th. Well done to everybody racing. And thank you for such an exciting race as well from everybody. That was very well done. Brilliant battles all the way through the field. I was expecting it to be pretty much a snooze fest, but I wasn't given that. And thank you everybody for watching. That'll be all for now.